And we're back! Okay, guys, welcome back to my podcast. This is episode 2. Here we have my lovely friend, best friend, Viviana.
Hey.
Let's just cheers to the first. Okay, cheers to my half drink Bloody Mary. This episode, we're going to be discussing dating in your 20s. So, Viviana, let's just introduce you really quick. Viviana, how old are you?
I'm 28 years old.
Okay, and Viviana, are you single or are you in a relationship?
I am in a relationship right now.
She's in a guy. She's taken, so you really can't talk to her. Sorry. How long have you been in a relationship, Viviana?
I guess it's complicated, but officially, like I would say a year.
But how long have you known?
I've known him for like 4 years.
So they've been friends for a while before they started dating. How many relationships have you been in your life?
I've only been in 2.
In 2. Okay, guys, 2 relationships. That definitely beats me, guys. Okay.
She has a boyfriend every week.
That's not true. Cutting that out. So Viviana's only had 2 relationships in her life, which is really freaking great. How long did your last one last before this boyfriend?
It was like a year and a half.
Okay, a year and a half. Well, like I said, we're going to be discussing dating in your 20s. Like you said, Viviana's 28. I'm 25. I'm single, by the way. I don't have a boyfriend, okay? So, speaking on your relationship, Viviana, what are some qualities before you met your boyfriend that you looked for in a man? And we want the real, raw answers.
Okay.
We want the real.
What was I looking for? I feel like in almost every relationship that I'm in, I kind of go for guys that, how do I explain it? I like really smart guys. I like guys who kind of like work for themselves, and I just like to learn from people. I only really want you around if like you're gonna teach me something or upgrade me, like literally, like teach me something, like level me up, guys that I'm interested in, like some people who have something to say. I just want to learn, you know what I mean?
Well, do you think that your boyfriend has taught you a lot? Do you think he's upgraded your life since he's been in your life?
For sure. He actually was in the field that I'm in.
Okay, guys. Well, she needs to tell you what she does, please.
I do personal shopping and styling.
You can't afford her, so don't try.
I really wanted to be in that field and stuff like that. I remember wanting to just like surround myself with like people who were like-minded. And I found him on Instagram.
Did he slide in your DMs, or?
He did eventually, but like I only followed him because he had like style, and like you could just tell he could dress. I really liked his style, so like I kind of just followed him for inspiration, you know what I mean? I didn't expect anything out of that. And then he slid in my DMs, and
that actually works.
It was different because it wasn't like the typical approach of like, hey, you're beautiful. I mean, he complimented like my style, but it was more so like you know, he asked me if I was a stylist and he wanted to help me. So when I arranged like a meetup, it was supposed to be just for like business, you know what I mean? And I loved that. I wasn't really looking for anything at the time. So when we met up, we literally spoke about business, and he basically told me everything that I'm doing wrong. And
you don't know what you're doing.
No, literally, like he's like, why don't you have this? Why don't you have that? Like you need this. And so he like put me under his wing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he
a mentor.
He was like a mentor, yeah. Like he did it for a couple years, and he didn't want to do it anymore. He just knew like the ropes, and he was just willing to teach me. So that's how we became friends, you know.
And that's what really attracted you to him, though. Eventually.
Yeah, like I said, like it was strictly like friends and business in the beginning. But what attracted me to him was, well, he dressed really well, and I really like that, but. But his humor and how like blunt and like just like straightforward he is. Like I take criticism really well, and like I think he liked me because I took all of his criticism and like I took it well. You know what I mean? Like
so you guys like that.
He was like making me feel like I was dumb, and I was just like, instead of like being like offended and like being like like I was like okay. I was like, just then teach me.
Then like, teach me.
Literally,
like do something about it.
Literally. So I feel like as a Capricorn, that's my sign. Like I think we tend to go for people with like that have authority, and just
very
like
true.
I like guys who are doing better than me.
Okay.
for sure.
That is definitely very, very true. I agree on that. The biggest quality that you look for in a man is he has to be smart. He has to be teaching you something.
Yeah, he has to be like bringing something to the table, and to me, that's something to the table.
No,
like you're like elevating me or my career, or like mainly my career, you know.
And he does teach her. I know him, so
Yeah.
he's actually pretty good at it. He like upgraded her for real. I mean, you were like already upgraded though.
No, but he definitely like upgraded.
Yeah. He like leveled you up.
Yeah.
He's cool. Shout out to her mans. Okay, so biggest qualities, yeah, a smart man. I agree. I think that's like a huge thing for me too. You need to be intelligent.
Yeah.
You need to like.
I don't want to just talk about like our day, like
no,
how
you need to tell. Yeah.
It's like I want like let's talk about like at dinner. Like it's like I want to talk about like how do you do this, or like how do you go about this, like, or
not just like skills like in styling, but skills like in life.
Yeah. Like just be like useful.
Yeah, teaching you the ways like that, like having just like little.
Yeah, because I didn't go to college, so I never really learned how to like really. I've had to learn to manage my business alone.
Yeah.
And I never had that guidance. So I low-key, I mean, I don't know if it's like daddy issues. I definitely look for guys that guide me and help me.
And which he definitely does.
For sure.
Yeah, he definitely, I agree. And he's older than her, by the way, guys. So that's a big thing too. He's teaching you. Yeah, we like older men. It's definitely a thing. What are deal breakers for you when dating or when you're in a romantic relationship? So going back to meeting your boyfriend, what were like deal breakers for you, or even before you met your boyfriend? what when you were dating before you met the man of your dreams? Now, what was just like a deal breaker that you were like, absolutely not, sir, do not fucking speak to me? It was like an absolute no.
Absolute no. I mean, like at this point, I'm getting to know them, right? It's not just like a first sight thing, right?
No, getting to know them.
Getting to know them. Guys who get like aggressively upset. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my god, yeah, that's like narcissistic.
Babe, I can't stand that. Like, it's like when guys like
that's upset at what though?
Or just like anything. I'm gonna give you an example. I went to New York to see some guy, and
this is before her man, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever, like we were hanging out and like whatever, we were going to dinner, and like you know people in New York like they go for walks or whatever.
It's not just people
so
in
like
New York.
after dinner he was like, okay, let's go for a walk. I was like, okay. I just wanted to change my shoes, so I go upstairs. You know, I'm trying to change my shoes, and he's like, I don't really want to go for a walk. I'm like, okay. So he's like on his laptop, on his computer, and like I'm gonna leave him alone. So I like get ready for bed, like brush my teeth and shit, and I go to his room. I'm just listening to music, like on my phone, like chilling, like. I believe in space, so I didn't think it was like bad. And plus, he was like, it looked like he was locked in on his laptop. So it's like, you know, like, what am I gonna stare at you? Like, what?
No,
like, you know what I mean?
Literally.
He finally comes in the room, and you know, he's like laying there, and like I'm still in my headphones, and like he like kind of like he's like, and I'm like, yeah. And he's like, he got mad. He got mad that like I'm like on my headphones and like.
But you weren't speaking to him.
That I wasn't like talking to him, and like I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but like he was just like mad. He's like, what are you, stupid? And I'm like, why am I dumb?
Why would you be stupid?
Why am I stupid? Like he was just like you see that I'm here, and I'm like, okay, like what do you want me to do? Like I don't know, like it was just like so aggressive. Like he was just he was like
traumatizing.
He wasn't mad that I wasn't giving him attention, and that is ugly. That is so ugly. Like
look at her looking at the camera. That is ugly.
No, it is.
Take notes, men. Okay, it's ugly.
Like when guys are needy, and I feel like a lot of Leo men are needy.
We're like putting a Leo man who's watching this. You're trash.
Total. No, seriously, Leo men. I can't stand. Sorry.
So deal breakers.
Needy.
Over dramatizing things when it's not even that big of a deal.
Yeah, like aggressive guys. I don't fuck with that. Like I just.
But you said you like authority.
It's different.
It's different when you're like upset though. Yeah,
it's
like different.
It's just different. I just like I don't get that mad. So it's like, why are you getting that mad? You know?
Yeah. Agreed.
So those are, I think, my top 2 deal breakers. Okay. I work for like myself, so I do expect a man to work for himself.
Okay, so entrepreneur.
I mean, of some sort. Like you definitely need to be
well established.
100%.
Yeah.
No, why though? Because it's like, why would you even want to date a girl if you're not well established? Like what? Like, you know what I mean?
100%.
Like it's like we're not in high school anymore, so it's like if you don't really like have your shit together, like you shouldn't be dating. Like you should get your shit together and then date, and then you can like look for your girl, because it's like, I don't know, like I know people like believe in like the whole like, oh, like she came up with me, but it's like I think we're just like a little too old for that. So like we're not in high school.
You weren't like with me shooting in the gym.
What?
You know when guys are like, she wasn't with me shooting in the gym. It's like,
what does that mean? Bro?
That means like she wasn't with me coming up.
Like,
we don't care about that. Like, if you're not whole and well established, how are you gonna bring that to a relationship?
Exactly.
We're gonna be like stumbling.
Exactly.
There's no foundation.
And like I feel like as a man, like yeah, like the man has to be more kind of like, it just makes more sense that he's just more established. Like I'm saying this, but you know, I wouldn't say that I'm exactly where I want to be right now.
But you expect the man to be like that.
But I mean, I think at this age, I'm also older than you, so it's like, you know, and I like older men, so what, 30 and up? Like, I feel like you should have some sort of like.
That's because that's your mentality too.
Yeah.
I feel like you're speaking personal because we're friends. I feel like Viviana is the type of woman. She definitely like is like old school mentality, like our parents. Like the man is the provider.
Yeah.
You know, like. The woman, obviously the woman is not just in the kitchen cleaning, cooking, but, you know, it's definitely a 50-50 thing, but the man is the source. Like, the man is the man of the house, you know. He runs things and she deals with, like, the other things. I think that's, like, very your personality.
For sure. Go into, like, the whole feminine energy thing, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, we're not getting to that.
But it's like, no,
but it's
like,
true.
But it's like a manly man will bring out a woman's, like, femininity. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And a weak
like,
man will bring out a woman's masculinity.
And I've been both. And now I've found the femininity
in yourself.
But I've been in relationships where I was, like, the breadwinner and
the guy was just, like, not.
He was like the trophy husband. But he wasn't even like
a trophy husband, like literally.
He was just like not it, you know.
He was not it. But that's why we go through relationships, because we need to see what works and what doesn't work.
Exactly. Like if I hadn't dated him, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't know what you wanted.
Exactly.
That's 100% true. I'm still going through that phase. I think I know what I want. I'm gonna cut that out. We're gonna cut that out. Okay, so we did top 2 deal breakers.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely cannot be needy. Yeah, that's 100%.
That's ugly.
That's ugly. So, before, again, we were talking this before, because now she has a man. Were you the type of woman to ghost men or give them a reason for breaking ties? What are you, a ghoster, or you give the benefit of the doubt?
You know, to be polite, I'll just kind of like slowly drift away, and up until it's like obvious, Normally they ask, and that's when I kind of tell them. Speaking
about the guy that when you left New York, you literally went on the plane and you literally were just like, you acted like everything was good and you just blocked him right then and there.
Yeah, like that didn't deserve an explanation. You know what I mean? But some guys, like, they'll ask, like they'll be like one guy asked, like he was just like, hey, like things changed, like, you know, you were talking about seeing me again, and then now it's kind of like, oh, I'll see you when I see you, and I'm like, I had to kind of tell him. I had to like just. It's almost like it's like obvious. Like it's like, do I really need to say it?
The energy in the room when you left New York is like, I'm never gonna speak to your ass ever again.
Yeah, that was that guy. But then another guy who's also from New York. I have to kind of lie and tell him that, like, you know, I'm really focused on my career and like I'm really not trying to like think of. That's like that's like my excuse. That's like my excuse.
I feel like that's like girls' ever excuse. I feel like a guy in my DM some the other day.
You want to know the thing? Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. If you tell a guy that, and like just their response will tell you everything you need to know too. Like,
but guys sometimes are like attracted to that response. They're like, I love that, but I still, if you want, like, I want to take you out to dinner.
Like a guy that like lets you do that, like,
what, he's the one?
No. A guy that like lets you go because you're trying to do that, then okay, then like let me go. But then another guy like extend like a hand. You know what I mean? And that's when I'm like, okay, like maybe he's good for something. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe he wants to help me too.
I feel like guys should bring something. They shouldn't deplete from our life. They should be bringing something to our lives, adding something.
Yeah.
And I feel like at our age, which, by the way, I like follow Viviana's advice with men a lot because she really, to me, is very wise. Personally, I think she's very wise, and like every time I listen to her advice, it ends up always freaking working. Every time I ignore her advice, the guy's gone. He lose. He's like, I think I'm gonna like stop messing with this girl. And we're gonna be real. And I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like I'm pretty confident, but I don't know. She's right. It works hand in hand. Like we don't like needy guys, so then our men don't like it either. They expect us not to be like that either.
Exactly.
It goes hand in hand. It really, unfortunately, is like the rules of like dating men and women. Like it goes hand in hand. It's so funny that you said that too about the guy that's like adding something. This guy hit me up on a DM and was like, sent me a meme, and it was like a meme like Little Miss never has time to chill, or like Little Miss never has time to link up, and I'm just
like,
and I'm like, you're not getting, like you have to send me that to, you have to send me that to get it, and it's like I literally told him before I'm focusing on my career, and he was like, oh, but I can help you with it, and it's like we do like 2 different types of things. Like how is he gonna help me with it?
And like, what does he do?
Well, he actually can kind of help me, but I don't want help from him. He's like a photographer.
Oh, how could he help you? Take some photos of you?
Yeah, like dude, help me with the podcast. I'm like, I think I got it, sir.
Yeah. You don't need him.
I just like don't like men that don't get it. It's like I already told you I don't want to chill. Like you sending me that meme isn't gonna be like, well, so maybe what are you doing later?
I hate that. Once
it's
some
like
guy DM'd me and like he was just like he said something and I ignored him and he was just like ha ha ha, you're ignoring me, and it's just like, why would you say
that?
Like, isn't it obvious?
Like, wait, you want me to like tell you yes, like so it can confirm in your head?
Literally, like it's like I hate that. I really do.
Oh my god, bro, Viviana's DMs supposed to be filled. You're not.
I think I give off the like
unapproachable.
Yeah, and I'm glad I do.
No, definitely not every man can talk to this woman. Okay, so please, men out there, if you're listening to this, don't come up to her.
Watch them be like, I don't even want to talk to her.
That's what they always say, and then they come up, and I'm like, sir, you don't have a chance. I promise you. Even if she was single, like obviously she doesn't have a chance. No one has a chance at all because she's in a committed relationship. But even if she was single, I feel like she would still be like, absolutely not. I would never talk to you, and you're like, you're just unapproachable. Yeah. Look at her being shy. Like this is not her. You do both. You ghost men and sometimes you'll give an explanation. It really depends on the situation.
If they ask, I'll tell them, but I'll never tell them the truth.
Because what? You don't want to hurt their feelings?
They don't want to hear it. They really don't want to hear it.
So why? Because you think you're going to hurt their ego.
For sure. And that's just unnecessary.
And your truths are like hurtful. Your truths will like hit people where it hurts.
Yeah.
They gotta go to like therapy, like go back to their issues when they were little and like deal with it. Like their mommy issues, they have to like think about what you said and be like, am I delusional? Is she right about me? Like literally.
I typically don't tell guys what's wrong with them. I don't tell anybody what's wrong with them. I don't. Because they don't, trust me, you don't want to hear it.
You don't want, when people ask like, just tell me the truth.
I'm gonna lie.
You tell me the truth, right? Absolutely.
I would tell, wait, what?
Like, you tell me the truth.
Like what?
About anything.
Of course. I'm saying like if a guy asks
a man though, yeah, but friendships are like.
Me, I mean, what? Like you're saying, if I cut you off, and you ask why, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Well, I already know your energy. If I would know what's up.
Right.
Viviana's the type of woman, you gotta give her space, okay? You need to let her like simmer and think about what she's done, like a little child in the corner, and then she comes back to you, like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It works both ways. Next question: do you think men are intimidated by women with a successful career, and why? Speaking as a woman that's an entrepreneur, like I said. Say the answer that you said earlier when we talked about
I think it's like, just like broke men have a problem with,
I don't want to broke boys.
No, I feel like it's the guys who aren't doing that good that have a problem with girls who,
are more successful than them.
Yeah.
Because they're not making as much money as them, correct?
I guess. I mean, I think guys like to be the provider. I mean, the ones that I know at least. And so it's like when they can't, when they don't have like that option, it's like it kind of like it like dumps down their ego. You know what I mean?
$100%.
It makes them feel like less of a man, and I don't blame them. They should feel less like a man.
So do you think you and your man are equal?
No, we're not equal. He makes more money than me.
Oh, but going back to her beliefs and what she feels like the man should be the provider and should be that role.
It's like really messed up, this whole mentality, but like I think genders have a role, you know, and it's like, you know, I have my own aspirations, but I do I want my man to always make more than me.
But you want to make money yourself as well.
Of course, yeah.
You be like
right. I want to make my own money,
but you want to have your own.
But I want to do what I love and like not really have to stress and like yeah.
Basically, Viviana is the Real Housewives from Miami, okay, guys? Because it's one of the Real Housewives from Miami. She just hasn't been added to the show yet, okay? Okay, that's good. I actually agree with that. Honestly,
I want to do what I love and I want to make my money. I want to be able to buy my own like groceries, pay for my own rent, and like like I don't want to have to ask for certain things, but like
I want my man to offer it.
Yeah, like it'd be nice to like have a man offer
100%.
or like gives me things that like I can't get myself right now. You know what I mean?
100%. And I feel like being friends with you, I feel like my standards were very, very like low at first, and then being friends with you, you've like taught me to like upgrade my standards.
Yeah.
Because now the person that like I want to be with and I want to like he's like
it matches.
It matches and he's pretty up there because
right.
he doesn't want someone like
right.
So that's 100%. And now being like a realtor.
Well, just like because I feel like you're getting older, so it's like you can't look for guys just for looks
anymore.
And
no,
that's what you do. You like guys who look good, and it's like it's not just about that. It's like
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like little things matter. Like especially guys who are like in your age group. I mean, I don't even know if we're in the same age group, but like guys like they should be having their shit together. Like
no, 100%.
Like
No, I want to date men that have their shit together.
Yeah. Because
if I'm like trying to excel in my life, what are you doing?
Yeah, like I feel like at this age, like I think like a guy that you would date, like who's like older, should have his own place.
100%. His car, a vehicle.
Yeah, a vehicle.
And if they don't have a vehicle, because people move from different cities that don't have vehicles and that they use public transportation, he needs to be like maybe in the process of like getting a vehicle at least, or not. If he doesn't, he needs to be able to like have transportation, like be able to pay for transportation, like Uber. You know what I mean? Like, because the car is not really a deal breaker for me, but the place is a deal breaker. You should have your own place, 100%. Yeah. Any guy over, I mean, I don't hurt the guys right now, but any guy I feel like over like 26, 27 should have their own place. I'm sorry. And you know what? You can have a roommate. That's not bad because you're out of your house and you're working towards the goal. Right, so a roommate is okay, but not like 5 roommates living in a house. Like 5.
Yeah,
this isn't
a fraternity
house. This isn't college anymore, man. Okay, so and if you are working towards that goal, then okay, that's great. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But the dating now, oh my god, if you don't have your own place, what am I coming home to? Like your mom and your dad? So that's gonna be a no. That's gonna be a no for us. We're gonna jump to a little personal questions about you and yourself because I want my viewers to get a better insight of you. Okay. What do people do? What do you think people misunderstand about you the most, and why?
Misunderstand?
Yeah. What gets misunderstood about you the most by people? That's like not true, and you're just like okay.
That I'm just like cold-hearted and rude or mean or yeah.
You're not that at all.
I know I'm not, but people think that when they first meet me or if I cut them off, but I try to do it as polite as possible, but it's just like I'm just very picky on like
you're selective with the people you surround yourself with.
Yeah, like I don't know, I'd rather be alone than be with bad company. So I've had to cut off, friends, and like I guess it sucks because like for me it's very easy, but for them I don't think it is.
And they don't understand that.
And they don't understand that like I'm really doing it for them. Like it's like
because there's nothing for this friendship anymore. There's nothing to like
People definitely think that I'm like cold and like ruthless. Whatever the fuck that means.
ruthless.
Yeah.
That means
I
like
would
you can
go
cut,
for it.
literally what you said, cut people off and you don't even have any type of emotion.
Yeah,
about
I
it.
don't feel anything, but that doesn't mean that I'm a mean person or I'm a heartless person.
I feel like you're just very emotionally mature.
I just like, I don't know, like I love solitude and I don't mind being alone. So if like you're not my cup of tea, like I just won't drink you, you know?
And not everyone is for you, and you're not for everyone.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of people misinterpret that when it comes to meeting people. They feel like, oh, I want to be friends with everyone, and it's just like, no, like, and you think people are going to take you like that, like, I'm a nice person, I'm a kind person, why doesn't that person like me? And it's like,
oh my god, ew, yeah, that's like so, like,
it's like not about that, though. It's just like, you're allowed to not like someone, and,
right.
and just not vibe with them, not click it. I just
Right.
don't want to be friends with you.
I just like, yeah, I just don't want to be friends with you.
It's so funny because me and you, like, I feel like are the same but like opposites. I feel like you're very like emotionally mature, and I'm still like emotionally getting there.
I feel like no, a lot of, but it's like who you are. It's your essence. Like I feel like a lot of people are like you. Like they feel more and like they
empaths,
feel yeah, you know, like
and we take it like to the heart.
yeah. I'm telling you, it's just who you are. You
It's
can't really change that.
We can't
you
change
know?
that. We can work on it, but it's like really hard.
Yeah.
No, 100%. I agree.
I've learned to just like, I think it's because like throughout my whole life, like I don't have many of the same friends, so it's like I've seen friends come and go like this, and so it's like easy for me to cut somebody off because like I'm just kind of like used to that. Like I'm not friends with the same people that I was friends with in elementary school. I don't have the same friends from middle school. I literally don't speak to anybody from middle school. I don't speak to anybody from my high school. Oh, I mean, like, we met after, but it's like one or two friends that, like, I'm still friends with since high school. But everyone else has, like, disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't know what has happened, but, like, whatever. And so it's like I've learned to kind of just, like, deal with, like, not having people in my life.
You've learned to detach, too. I feel like you're really good at that.
Yeah.
And but honestly, you might say like that's like a weakness, but it's honestly like a strength. Because I'm like the type of person that like I don't know how to detach. Look at your face, what you make.
Yeah, I know.
Like I'm get so wrapped up in the moment, and
yeah,
I'm just like, okay, this is like okay, let's like go back to reality. Swear, this is like reality.
It takes you time, but
But
you get there.
When I get there and I understand, I'm like, okay,
yeah,
that's true. But that's a big misunderstanding of you because. You're not like that at all. She has a really big heart, guys, actually. She's, like, really, really a good person. She, like, does a lot for me. She's a good friend to have. She really is. Next question. Let's get now a little more personal, and we're going to go back to the subject of also dating in our 20s. Are you the type of person that forgives and forgets? Or are you the type of person that you will forgive but always remember?
Okay, so I believe that I believe that if you're choosing to forgive somebody, it's obviously normal for you to remember, but the whole point of forgiving and, you know, moving on is not bringing it up, you know? So it's like, I'll forgive and I won't forget, but I won't bring it up.
You won't bring it up because you wouldn't want someone doing that to you.
Exactly. I don't want someone doing that to me. Like if I mess up and I'm really sorry, like I wouldn't want them bringing like what I did up, which I never mess up, but still, I literally don't mess up. I'm just not dumb. Like I'm just not dumb.
I'm just not dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not dumb. I don't
mess up. I just don't mess up.
I like highly doubt that, but okay.
No, I don't mess up. Like I know
in like a relationship.
In a relationship.
Okay, in a relationship. Okay, you're saying
like
that you make mistakes.
morally, like I don't fuck up because I know right
That's
from
true.
wrong, you know, and it's like.
But it should be black and white. I feel like
black and white.
a lot of us women know, and then men don't know what's like black and white. It's like you're either like
they know. They just choose to act dumb.
Literally,
everyone knows right from wrong.
Going back to that now, would you forgive a guy for cheating, or would you stay with him, or would you forgive him and stay with him?
Okay, so the only reason why I wouldn't stay with him, unlike a lot of girls, I understand how men operate. Okay, and when I say
she really does, honestly. No, like seriously.
And when I say that, I mean like I understand, like a man's true desire, you know, and that is to be with like women, right? Like
in general, like multiple women.
I think so. I mean, from what I know, I think it's like it's kind of like a natural instinct. Like if you want to like go back in time, like that's really what like men did. They like impregnated women and they impregnated
Yeah,
the next
they're
one.
procreators.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and it's like the whole gender role thing. But I understand like a guy's ways, and so I always kind of emphasize to my boyfriend now that like if he ever would want to do something like that, I would only be upset if he did it behind my back and he didn't tell me. Like if he told me what he wanted and
was straightforward with you.
and was straightforward with me and like straight up honest with me. Like I know it sounds crazy, ladies, but like I think I would let him.
No, it's not crazy. Everyone has their own cup of tea. Like everyone has their own things that they believe in, what they.
I just don't like being lied to. That's my number one like
deal breaker.
Don't lie. Like I'll let you do almost anything you want.
But if you lie,
just don't lie. Don't do anything behind my back.
Or be sketchy about it.
Yeah, just don't do that. Like I'd rather you just be straight up. Like I want to like get with this girl. Like I don't know. Like I haven't been there yet, so I don't really know how it would go about. But like I would appreciate and respect the honesty.
100%. And a lot of men are not honest at all. They like do these things
and so I wouldn't forgive if he cheated on me because you know how open I am and you know like
that you could have came to
me and you know that because I emphasize that all the time.
But you refused not to.
But you chose to lie and do something behind my back. So no, I don't forgive you.
Exactly. And that would be like just a done deal for you.
Done. That's it. I can't. No.
You can't trust the person.
Not a liar. Especially when I'm telling you like you could be open. Like I'm not gonna be mad. Like I'm genuinely not gonna be upset. That's what you want to do.
And you still did that.
Like no.
I literally saw a quote on Instagram: "Let a guy act how he wants, because that's gonna show you how he really feels." Literally,
it's true.
It's gonna tell you so much about how he really wants it.
Exactly.
That's really true. I agree with that. Actions really speak louder than words.
They do, babe.
I 100% agree with that.
You can see a man's character just based off his decisions, like you know what I mean?
Everything in a relationship. That's 100%. Okay, we're gonna get down to the last question, guys. Last question. If you could give your younger self one piece of advice when it comes to dating, what would it be? If you could tell your 18-year-old self, your 21-year-old self right now.
Oh, okay.
One piece of advice when it comes to dating that you wish you knew back then, what would it be? What advice would you give ladies now?
I would probably just say like a man doesn't deserve to be in your life unless he's like adding to your life. Like
ooh, I love that. Like my fucking watered down Bloody Mary. That's a really good advice. I agree. I feel like I would have avoided a lot of mishaps and troubles with men and heartbreaks if I would have listened to
that.
Me saying that now to my younger self.
Yeah, because you dated a lot of like nobodies and losers.
It's like what am I really missing out? Like they didn't like.
Yeah, like why are you crying?
Not why are you crying? Not with the why are you crying. As you can see, Viviana, I guess, has really no emotions. Okay, one more thing. What else would you tell your younger self when it comes to dating about men and relationships?
Oh, okay. The guys like the thrill of the hunt, so you don't need to do any chasing. Like you don't need to chase any guy. The guy has to chase you.
We're the prize.
Yeah, we are the prize, and that's where I think a lot of girls like mess up. Like they forget that like they're the girls, and like yeah, just because the guy is like cute or whatever, they're like kind of like on him, and it's just like guys don't really like that. Like I feel like guys like to like hunt, and
it's like it's like their predator. It's like their role.
Yeah, exactly.
You're taking it like back to science, which is really true. Because
and if you're gonna do it for them, like they're just gonna feel like less of a man. Like you know what I mean? Like I never text my boyfriend ever first, ever. Like I've known him for 4 years, and like I'll never write him first unless I have something to ask him or something. You know what I mean?
But that works for you guys. Like it works.
Yeah, it works
because like he's like even more interested, into you.
Exactly. He's more interested in like what I'm doing and like why I'm not writing him. You know, because like I have other things to do, and like I feel like a lot of girls they prioritize the guys that they're dating, and they make them like the center of attention. Meanwhile, the guy is not making you the center of attention.
100%.
And then like that's when like roles get like. You know, like
switched around, reverse, and that's when And that's when the whole, like, you're right, the feminine energy comes into masculinity, like, that's
yeah,
really
I feel
when it
like
comes.
women need to enjoy their own life and stop like waiting for a guy to like one enjoy life with, or two like have them like I don't know sponsor that life. You know, like
100%.
I feel like you have to have your own like thing going. Like you know, like you have to love your friends, love your life, love like you know your hobbies. Like have those because like I don't know, like your boyfriend is just like I don't know, or the guy that you're seeing, like he has other things to do too, you know.
I feel like a boyfriend is like just an accessory. I feel like it's
sure.
it's really I feel like it's like really all about us. And like I said, it's like an accessory. It's like we're the mannequin and their accessories are just adding to us because we're already like whole, complete. And I agree. I think we should definitely be whole before we even think about dating a man. And that's something definitely that I'm working on still 100%. Like I'm focused on my career,
But the thing about you is that I think that like when you get into like a situationship or relationship, like you tend to steer towards that person more than you do for like your career. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
You do that.
I feel you. I'm
And, like,
definitely
you
like
can't do that, babe.
no, I can't. And I'm definitely like a lover girl. I'm like a relationship girl. I want
Yeah.
I want like a husband. I want like a baby. I want like all those things.
But like you want it now.
Oh, and it's just like I don't even have a boyfriend though. It's like it would be more ideal for her to say that because you know you're already in a relationship, but it's like I'm not even there.
But it's like you have to just like love your life without him now.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So that's So like yes, men should be an accessory.
100%. And we shouldn't chase. We attract.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
That's when like
I've taught you that. And
you
like
literally taught me that.
How has it worked?
No, 100% it's worked. Like I've known when to fall back.
Yeah.
Because like again the guy I'm speaking with now is like it's like everything you've said has like really worked. Like seriously, I'm really happy because I'm like getting everything that I want. So that's really true. That's really true. Oh my god, this is good. This is good. Guys, that is it for episode 2. If you loved our episode, we want to hear your opinions, we want to hear your feedbacks. Please comment below, subscribe to my channel. Please, let's give a round of applause for my wonderful guest, Viviana. Yes, rewatch this, take notes, subscribe. I'm so happy to be dropping this episode. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you for tuning in, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.